Hi, it's Lori Stansel, international speaker, best-selling published author, expert life strategist, and Christian minister. And welcome to Saturday with Lori. Now, today I'm going to touch on a topic. I wasn't going to do this on the live. I was going to incorporate it into my webinar. But as I was thinking about it, I thought, you know what, this topic deserves to be a standalone topic. And I believe that I would be doing it a disservice if I crammed it in to something else. And so today we're going to talk about how to build confidence to overcome self-doubt and negative self-talk. Now, this is something that all of us have dealt with. Some of us have been crippled by it and haven't been able to really do much of anything, and others have been able to push through it and move on in spite of it. So I'm going to go over 4 things that you can use to build your confidence really in a real tangible way. Not a quick, it's not going to be a quick fix, and it's not going to be an overnight process. But if you commit to employing these 4 steps and really be consistent in it, you're going to see over 6 to 12 month period, your confidence is going to soar. And when that happens, you are going to soar. So let's jump in and start with number 1. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about in building confidence is you need to be able to develop mastery. What does that mean? That means that you need to learn how to be proficient in what? Anything. So if you have a niche, let's just say, for example, you have a niche for sewing. You like to sew. And it's something that brings you joy. It relaxes you. It de-stresses you. You can develop a mastery at being someone that sews. Did you know that? Did you know that developing mastery can help you boost your confidence in that area? So how do you develop mastery? How do you become proficient at something? Well, the first thing you have to do is realize that no matter how much you know about something, there's always going to be more to learn. You have to make up in your mind that you're going to be a lifelong learner. You're not going to just say, oh, I know everything there is to know about sewing. I've sewn outfits for my daughter or my son's plays. I've made dresses for myself. I've made outfits. I've crocheted. I know it all. Wrong. There's always going to be something that you can learn about your area or your niche. And that is key in becoming a master in something or mastering something, is expanding your knowledge base, is actively seeking out information around that niche that's going to enhance what you already know. Once you gain all this knowledge, once you get filled with all of this stuff, you have to have an outlet. You have to be able to release it. Otherwise, you become discontent because you know all this stuff and you're not doing it, and that leads to dissatisfaction. So we don't want that to happen. So the next thing you need to do is you need to increase your experience. You need to start looking for or really being creative and finding opportunities or chances to practice and perfect what you've learned. So if I've learned a new technique in sewing, but if I don't practice it, if I don't increase an experience, then it's just going to be head knowledge. It's not going to be experiential knowledge. Okay, there is a difference. So on the road to developing mastery or becoming extremely proficient in a field or a niche, you need to expand your knowledge. Great. You need to now find opportunities to develop and experience and practice to develop experience. Once you've done that, or once you're doing that, because it's not a one-time deal, you have to do it continually. Once you start doing that on a regular basis, you will become an expert. Now, becoming an expert means that you are mature, you are perfected, you are tested and proven, and you are effective. Okay? You know your stuff inside and out. You have been proven you have proven results. You are able to get the job done and get it done with finesse and skill. You have become an expert. And so once you become an expert in something, automatically that gives you a boost to your confidence. I've expanded my knowledge. I've gained experience through opportunities and practice, and I've perfected my craft. And I am now able to produce results and become impactful and effective and skilled in what I do. So I'm confident, right? You see how, even how I'm talking about it, I got a little sass, right? It boosts your confidence. Number 2, to build your confidence, you have to be able to recognize that your natural talents and abilities must be used, practiced, and expanded on. Now, this is something that a lot of people that are really gifted in, they don't understand. They think, oh, because I can naturally do something, that I'll always be able to naturally do something. Maybe not so much so. Singers, for example, Mariah Carey, many of those singers will tell you that they still have a vocal coach. What? They have a vocal coach? Excuse me. You've won all these awards. You've done all of these things. Wrong, wrong, wrong. If you're thinking like that, you're thinking wrong. Because remember, it goes back to being a lifelong learner. One, okay? So not letting your pride get the best of you. And also, when you don't utilize something, it causes decline. So complacency causes decline. And so something that was once really easy to do becomes very hard to do. So you need to always remember, in order to build your confidence, you have to develop those natural things. Those things that come really easy to you, you still have to develop them and make them better and stretch your talents through being challenged. Just like a muscle is developed when it's challenged, your natural talents can get even better when they're challenged. Number 3, this is a good one too. Of course, I'm going to say it's a good one because it's my field, but you really need to seek out a mentor or a coach, and you need to invest in a mentor or a coach. There is a lot of free stuff that's out there. I provide a lot of free content, but it's nothing like what you will experience when you invest in the whole package. When you're getting free pieces over here and free pieces over there, you're never getting a full meal. You're never getting the full, complete picture. And so you're missing a lot of elements. So you need to invest, don't be cheap, invest in a mentor or a coach. Why? Because they can see gems in you that you may have overlooked and help you to see them, so that then you can start focusing on them. Also, when you have a coach or a successful coach and a mentor, they are modeling to you what success looks like or how to achieve success through their own lives. And so by watching them and listening to them and just seeing what they do, you can gain insight and information that will help you. I remember growing up, my dad, which was my first teacher, and he still teaches me to this day, he would say to me when he was getting ready to do something or make a call or talk to someone, he would say, listen to me, watch me. And by doing so, he modeled to me how to be a professional person, how to conduct myself over the phone, how to really listen to people and hear what they're saying. I learned that by watching him. So having a successful coach or mentor, you can see what they're doing and they model or create a pathway that you can follow. Also, having a mentor or a coach will help you to see problem areas. Now, they're not going to do the work for you, okay? They're not going to do the work for you, but they're going to show you how you should do it. They're going to guide you. They're going to push you. They're going to inspire you, and they're going to hold you accountable. So having that in your life on a regular basis will automatically supercharge your confidence. Now, number 4, last but not least, one of the ways that you can boost your confidence or build your confidence is to improve how you communicate. Communication is key. Do you hear what someone is saying? Do you comprehend what they're saying? Do you understand what they're saying? And do people understand you? Some of the things that you can do to be clear in your communication is learn how to introduce yourself. Now, this sounds really basic and like, okay, come on, Lori. This is like kindergarten. But you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people cannot introduce themselves or cannot properly introduce themselves or freeze up when it's time to introduce themselves. Just basic things that people struggle with. And even if you're good at introducing yourself, you should still practice new ways and develop new skills and kind of do some role playing and pretend like you're in different situations. And how would you introduce yourself in a situation where the room was loud, or how would you introduce yourself to someone who had a hearing problem? All of these things, use your imagination and start thinking of scenarios that you can play out and just become confident in just saying your name. Hello, hi, how are you? My name is Lori Stansel. Just learning how to introduce yourself with confidence. Another thing that is really important in communicating is being able to, at times when you need to, slow down and engage. Now, this will help you to catch subtleties and clues and cues that you may miss if you're moving too quickly. So it takes time to process what a person is hearing or what you're hearing. So when you're speaking, you speak a lot faster than a person can hear. So when you slow down, one, it ensures that the person is hearing what you're saying. And it also allows you to be able to pick up on anything that may indicate that there's a problem in their ability to understand you. Another way that you can improve your communication skills is through eye contact and body language. So these things are really important because they must match. Your nonverbal signs have to match your verbal signs. Otherwise, people are going to get really suspicious. So if you're talking and you're saying, "Oh, I'm so happy. Life is so great. I just can't believe that life is so wonderful. I'm just so blessed." People are going to be like, wait a minute. Either you're not happy or you're getting ready to have a meltdown. Either way, something is wrong here because I'm looking for non-verbal cues that will match what you're saying to reassure to me that you're speaking something that is consistent, and I'm not getting that. So in order to improve your communication skills, you have to be able to have that eye contact, body language, and it has to match. Now, this also kind of goes along with body language, but this is going to be something, it's a little tip that will help you. Even if you feel insecure in the moment, like if you have to do a presentation or something, you feel scared or nervous, and we all deal with these things. It doesn't mean that you're not a proficient communicator, because we all wrestle with this stuff. The key is, how do you cope? How do you overcome? So if you're feeling negative about something or not sure, even if you're feeling that way, walk with your shoulders back, walk with your head up, and it signals to your body, we're going to be confident today, and you're going to do the best that you can. But now if you give in to those feelings and you slump over and you put your head down, then now your brain and your body are in sync, and now you're exasperating those negative feelings, and you don't want to do that. You want to combat those negative feelings. So guys, these are 4 things that you can do to build your confidence. And like I said in the beginning, it's not going to happen overnight. It is a process.